All right, so get ready, because today we're going deep, really deep into this web of events.
Web, huh?
Yeah, a web that you brought to our attention.
Right.
And it all revolves around a plane crash off the coast of the Bahamas.
Oh, eh?
And there's this audio commentary that, well, it kind of links it all to a possible biowarfare conspiracy.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds juicy.
So we've got the flight logs, news reports,
Okay.
even some technical specs
Nice.
on those, those new vaccine delivery drones.
Yeah.
Let's see what we can find, see if we can untangle this whole thing.
Sounds good. Ready. It's certainly an intriguing mix of information, that's for sure.
Right.
The audio source, it makes some pretty bold claims.
Yeah.
Connecting this crash to Ebola outbreaks.
Oh, wow.
In Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Vaccine delivering drones, they were being tested in the Bahamas.
Right.
And even some unusual events in Missouri.
Yeah, it almost feels like somebody took a bunch of totally random, unrelated news clippings and tried to,
force them together.
Yeah, force them together, build a conspiracy theory out of them.
Yeah, build a narrative.
We'll have to see if the pieces actually fit,
Exactly.
So start at the beginning.
Let's start with the foundation of this whole thing.
Okay.
The plane crash itself.
Okay.
So the audio describes a small plane.
Okay.
Took off from Alton, Missouri, supposedly headed for Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay.
But instead of landing in Florida, the plane made an unexpected turn. After flying over the Everglades, went radio silent.
Wow.
And ultimately crashed in the Bahamas.
That's strange.
Yeah.
It is.
And what's really strange is the plane was carrying way more fuel than typical.
Oh, really?
For a flight to Florida, it was prepped for a much longer trip.
Interesting.
So the question is, was Florida ever the intended destination? Or was that just a cover?
Yeah, a cover story.
Yeah.
Certainly raises question.
About the plane's true purpose.
What were they really doing?
Yeah, if it was carrying enough fuel for a transatlantic flight, where was it really headed?
Exactly, yeah. Okay, so we've got a mysterious plane crash with a possible fake destination.
All right.
Now, enter the vaccine delivering drones. Apparently Merck.
Merck? Okay.
Along with companies like Volenzi, Softbox, and AT&T.
Wow, big names.
Yeah, they've been testing these drones in the Bahamas.
Of all places, the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting choice.
These drones are designed to transport vaccines to remote areas.
Okay.
And maintain a very specific temperature.
Oh, really?
Minus 70 degrees Celsius.
Minus 70, that's pretty cold.
That's essential for preserving the effectiveness of many vaccines.
Okay.
Especially those using newer mRNA technology.
Right.
And this is where the audio commentary starts to get a little,
a little what?
A little creepy.
It points out that minus 70 degrees Celsius is also the ideal temperature for storing certain viruses.
Oh, okay.
Including some extremely dangerous ones.
What kind of viruses are we talking?
Well, they don't really specify, but,
Right.
The implication is there.
Yeah, so the audio source is implying a connection.
Yeah.
Could the crash plane have been carrying something other than vaccines? Something that needed to be kept at that ultra-low temperature?
Yeah, maybe. So we've got a crash plane carrying extra fuel.
Yeah.
Some high-tech drones capable of transporting temperature-sensitive materials.
Right.
Both in the Bahamas. It's definitely a lot of coincidences to unpack.
It is.
But wait.
There's more.
The plot thickens.
Tell me more.
The audio then brings Missouri back into the equation.
Missouri, okay.
Highlighting some events that happened there around the same time.
All right.
Okay, so the audio mentions a diverted ambulance.
An ambulance?
Yeah, carrying a patient with possible infectious disease concerns.
Oh, wow.
But what's curious is that this specific city is never named.
They don't say.
No, which adds to the mystery.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to be deliberately vague.
Right.
Which always makes me suspicious. And then there's the Ebola outbreak preparedness drill in Missouri.
Ebola?
Yeah, a statewide drill.
A statewide drill, huh?
Which the audio emphasizes as being out of the ordinary.
Out of the ordinary, okay.
So they seem to be suggesting that these events in Missouri are somehow connected to the plane crash. Hinting that Missouri might be a testing ground for something dangerous.
Interesting.
It almost paints a picture of a biowarfare program being developed under the guise of public health initiatives.
Okay, I see where they're going with this.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot to unpack here.
We do.
We got a crashed plane, we got vaccine drones, and we got strange happenings in Missouri.
Exactly.
Let's get to the heart of the audio source's main theory.
Yeah, lay it on me. Could that plane have been involved in testing a bioweapon disguised as a vaccine delivery drone?
Whoa, that's a big one.
It is.
So that's the core of the conspiracy theory presented in the audio.
Yeah.
They draw a connection between the plane crash, the drone tests, and the ongoing Ebola outbreaks in Africa.
Ebola outbreaks, okay.
Claiming the outbreaks are far worse than official reports suggest.
Far worse, huh?
Yeah, they even go as far as to say that authorities are intentionally downplaying the severity of the Ebola outbreaks, potentially to cover up a connection to this supposed biowarfare program.
Wow, that's a bold claim.
It is, it is.
But before we get swept up in the speculation,
Right.
we need to look at the evidence, or the lack thereof.
Right.
The audio, while presenting a compelling narrative, doesn't offer any concrete proof to support these accusations.
It's like a mystery novel,
Okay.
where the author throws out a bunch of clues, but leaves it up to the reader to decide if the detective's hunch is right or if there's a more logical explanation.
I like that analogy. That's good.
So we got to figure out what's really going on here.
Exactly.
You got to do some digging.
Let's dig in.
All right, so the audio makes it sound like these Ebola outbreaks are like way more widespread and severe
Yeah.
than official reports are saying, and they even imply that there's a deliberate effort to downplay the whole situation. It's pretty alarming when you think about it.
It is concerning, yeah, definitely, especially given the impact,
Oh, yeah.
how devastating Ebola outbreaks can be.
Right, right.
But it's like with any information,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to public health, you got to separate fact from speculation. We can't just take the audio's word for it.
So where do we even begin to, find reliable information about the real scale of these outbreaks?
That's a good question.
I'm not an epidemiologist.
Right. Well, that's where organizations like the WHO,
WHO.
yeah, the World Health Organization,
Okay, cool.
and the CDC,
The Centers for Disease Control.
yep, they play a really vital role. They are the experts when it comes to tracking and managing these global health crises.
Gotcha.
They provide detailed data on confirmed cases, fatalities,
Okay.
containment efforts, all based on rigorous scientific methods
Okay.
and on-the-ground investigations.
So if we really want to know
Yeah.
if the audio's claims are valid, we got to compare their statements to the official reports from the WHO and the CDC.
Exactly. Cross-referencing, that's the key.
Okay, so fact-checking time.
Fact-checking time is like being an investigative journalist.
Digging for the truth.
Digging for the truth.
But let's shift gears back to the vaccine drones for a sec.
Okay, back to the drones.
The audio keeps highlighting the fact that they can maintain that temperature,
Yeah.
minus 70 degrees Celsius.
Right, which,
as we discussed, is necessary for some vaccines.
and as the audio points out,
Yeah.
that ultra-low temperature also happens to be ideal for storing certain viruses.
Right.
It's that dual-use capability that seems to be at the heart of their concern.
Yeah, it's almost like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Where a technology designed for good is turned into a weapon.
I see what you mean.
Is that really a possibility with these drones?
It's a valid concern, for sure. While these drones have incredible potential
Yeah.
to revolutionize vaccine delivery, especially to those remote areas,
Right.
the same technology could, potentially be misused.
So it's a double-edged sword?
A double-edged sword. That's a good way to put it.
We have this incredible advancement that could save lives,
Yeah,
but it also carries the risk of being exploited,
for sure, for nefarious purposes.
It's like we're entering a new era where the lines between science fiction and reality
Yeah,
are becoming increasingly blurred.
definitely.
But let's go back to the audio's claims about the Bahamas for a second.
Okay, the Bahamas.
They claim that the drone technology was being tested there,
Right.
the same location as the plane crash.
So the audio seems to view this geographical connection as a key piece of evidence linking the plane crash to the drone program.
But is there any actual proof beyond just this coincidence of location?
Right.
Is there any evidence to suggest that the plane was somehow involved in the drone testing?
That's where the audio's narrative starts to get a little shaky, I think.
Okay.
They don't provide any direct evidence to support this claim.
Interesting.
It's more of an implication based on circumstantial evidence and speculation.
So are they reaching for a connection that might not actually exist?
It's possible, yeah.
Okay.
We need to be cautious about drawing conclusions based solely on proximity.
Right.
There might be a perfectly innocent explanation.
Yeah.
for the plane being in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with the drone program.
Okay. All right. Let's move on to those strange events in Missouri
Okay, Missouri.
that the audio highlighted.
Right.
They mentioned an ambulance diversion involving a patient with potential infectious disease concerns. But they were deliberately vague about the details.
They didn't give much information.
No, they even omitted the city where it happened.
That's interesting that they chose to withhold that information.
It is. It is.
It definitely adds to the mystery.
It does. It does.
Makes you wonder what they're trying to hide.
It does.
Was it just an oversight, or are they trying to protect someone or something?
Makes me think of those spy movies.
Oh, yeah.
Where they redact sensitive information from documents.
Yeah, yeah.
To keep it classified, you know?
Top secret, redacted.
Yeah, exactly.
It definitely creates a sense of intrigue.
It does.
But without more context, it's difficult to assess the significance of this ambulance diversion.
Yeah.
It could be a vital clue.
Right.
Or it could be a red herring.
A red herring, yeah.
Who knows?
And then there's the Ebola preparedness drill in Missouri.
Right, the drill.
Why single out Missouri for a statewide drill?
For a statewide drill, right?
Is it really as unusual as the audio makes it sound?
Well, the audio suggests that this drill was more than just a routine exercise.
Okay.
They imply that it was somehow connected to the other events, potentially indicating that Missouri is a testing ground for something dangerous.
But couldn't it just be a coincidence?
It could be.
States conduct emergency drills all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe Missouri was just due for one.
It's possible.
Or perhaps they were chosen for logistical reasons, like having suitable facilities or terrain.
That's possible, too.
Yeah.
It's definitely a possibility.
Okay.
We need to be careful not to jump to conclusions.
Right, right.
And consider alternative explanations.
Yeah.
You know, it's important to weigh the evidence carefully and avoid confirmation bias.
Confirmation bias, yeah.
Where we only look for information that supports our preconceived notions.
Right, right. So how do we sift through all this information?
Yeah, that's the question.
And determine what's truly suspicious.
Right.
And what's just a random occurrence.
Yeah, it's like
trying to solve a puzzle.
A puzzle?
With missing pieces.
With missing pieces, exactly.
Yeah.
It's one of the challenges of dealing with complex situations like this.
Right.
There's often no easy answer.
Yeah.
It requires careful analysis, critical thinking, a willingness to consider multiple perspectives.
So it sounds like we need to become detectives.
Detectives, I like it.
Examining the evidence
and
following the trail wherever it leads.
Following the trail.
We can't just take the audio's word for it.
Right.
We need to do our own investigation.
Our own investigation, exactly.
Yeah.
And as we continue our deep dive, we'll keep exploring these events and connections.
Okay.
Searching for clues that can help us make sense of this intricate web of information.
Sounds good to me. All right, so let's tackle the last piece of this puzzle.
Okay.
Venezuela.
Venezuela, right.
So the audio suggests that this drone technology could be used to, create a manufactured outbreak there.
Oh.
Essentially weaponizing it for political gain.
That's a disturbing thought.
It is.
Using advanced technology to spread disease and destabilize a nation for political ends.
Yeah.
It sounds like a spy thriller or something.
Right. It's like a high-tech biowarfare version of those classic Cold War espionage stories.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But is there any basis for this claim?
Right.
Beyond just a dramatic plot twist?
Well, the audio does point to Venezuela's current political climate, which is, it's undeniably tense and volatile.
It is, yeah.
They argue that a manufactured outbreak could be used to further those divisions, create chaos, and potentially even justify some form of intervention.
So the idea is to, create a crisis and then swoop in as the hero to solve it?
Yeah.
Ultimately advancing a specific agenda.
It's a classic power play.
It is.
But with a terrifyingly modern twist.
Yeah, a modern twist for sure.
Yeah.
But how would they even pull something like that off? I mean, wouldn't it be incredibly risky and difficult to orchestrate a bioattack using these drones?
It would be a complex operation.
Yeah.
For sure. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
Fraught with logistical and ethical challenges.
Definitely.
But the audio seems to suggest that this drone technology, with its ability to transport and potentially disperse pathogens, could make such a scenario more feasible than it might seem at first glance.
So the concern isn't just the technology itself.
Right.
It's how it could be exploited and misused.
For sure.
By those with malicious intentions.
That's always the risk with any powerful tool, right?
Yeah, it's like any powerful tool.
It can be used for good or for evil.
Right. A hammer can build a house, or it can
exactly
do some damage.
Break things. Yeah. It highlights the importance of not only developing these groundbreaking technologies, but also considering the potential unintended consequences.
Right.
And establishing safeguards to prevent misuse.
Yeah, you got to think a few steps ahead.
Yeah, you got to be thinking several steps ahead.
Anticipating not just the intended applications, but also the potential for exploitation.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've gone through this audio commentary piece by piece.
Yeah, we have.
From the plane crash to the drone technology, the events in Missouri,
right,
and now this potential Venezuelan connection.
A lot to consider.
It is.
Yeah.
So what's the bottom line?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
It is.
Is this a genuine conspiracy?
Yeah.
Or are we dealing with just like overblown speculation and healthy dose of paranoia?
Yeah, like where's the line?
That's the million-dollar question, and unfortunately there's rarely a clear-cut answer when you're dealing with situations like this.
Right.
The audio presents a compelling narrative.
It does.
Weaving together these seemingly unrelated events to create a sense of intrigue.
It does, for sure.
Suspicion.
I have to admit they did a good job of building suspense.
Yeah.
It definitely had me hooked. But I also can't shake the feeling that some of these connections are a bit too convenient, a bit too, conspiracy theory-ish.
It's healthy to have a little bit of skepticism.
Yeah.
It's important to approach claims like these with a critical eye. Question the assumptions, consider alternative explanations, and seek out corroborating evidence from reliable sources.
So what does this all mean for us?
Right.
The listener.
The listeners, yeah.
What's the takeaway from all this?
I think the most important takeaway is the importance of critical thinking and media literacy. We live in an age of information overload.
Oh, yeah.
We're constantly bombarded with news, opinions, narratives, all vying for our attention.
It's a lot.
It is.
It's
crucial to develop the skills to evaluate information, discern fact from fiction, and form our own informed opinions.
So it's not about blindly accepting or rejecting the claims made in this audio, but about using it as a catalyst to think critically.
Exactly.
About the world around us and the information we consume.
Question everything.
Yeah.
Seek out multiple perspectives. Cross-reference information.
Right.
And don't be afraid to challenge the prevailing narrative.
It's like we become our own investigators.
Yeah, like detectives.
Digging for the truth, assembling the pieces of the puzzle ourselves.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
We need to be active participants. In the search for knowledge and understanding.
Right.
Not passive consumers of information.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
Exploring a web of events and theories that at times felt like something straight out of a science fiction thriller.
It's been quite a journey, that's for sure.
It has.
It's full of twists and turns.
Yeah.
But even if we haven't definitively solved the mystery, I hope it sparked a sense of curiosity and encouraged our listeners to think critically about the world around them.
Absolutely. And who knows, maybe this deep dive will inspire someone out there to do their own investigation and uncover the truth behind this strange tale.
That would be great.
It would.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Keep those minds curious.
Curious.
And keep exploring the fascinating and sometimes unsettling complexities of our world.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
All right.
Thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
It's been fun.
As always.
All right. We'll see you next time.
See you later.